One person has died after a Singapore Airlines Boeing 777 hit severe turbulence. The aircraft, flying from London to Singapore as SQ321, was forced to Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport squawking 7700, the code for a general emergency. Horrifying images of the cabin damage show the severity of the turbulence, and one can only imagine the distress experienced by the passengers on board. A statement issued to Simple Flying by Singapore Airlines says, "Our priority is to provide all possible assistance to all passengers and crew on board the aircraft. We're working with the local authorities in Thailand to provide the necessary medical assistance and sending a team to Bangkok to provide any additional assistance needed." According to the BBC, a press conference in Bangkok detailed that a 73-year-old British man by the name of Geoffrey Kitchen lost his life in the incident, likely due to a heart attack. His wife was admitted to hospital. There were 211 passengers and 18 crew members on the 777. In addition to the deceased passenger, 7 were critically injured. 32 passengers and crew had moderate injuries. 16 with less serious injuries were transported to the hospital. 14 with even less serious injuries were treated at the airport. Upon landing in Bangkok, several passengers had to be carried off the plane on stretchers. One passenger recounted seeing several injured crew members as the turbulence occurred during the breakfast service. The flight heading from London Heathrow to Singapore Changi was operated by a Boeing 777 registered as 9 Victor Sierra Whiskey Mike. The aircraft departed from Heathrow Airport at 22:38, initially climbing to 31,000 feet before proceeding to 37,000 feet just after passing India. Examining Flight Radar 24 information, it was at around 1500 Bangkok time, 13 hours into the flight, that the aircraft turned off its course and started descending towards the Thai capital, suggesting that severe turbulence occurred shortly before this moment. After squawking 7700, it touched down in Bangkok at 15:45 local time. Several passengers recounted their experience to outlets like Reuters and People. A passenger by the name of Zafran Azmir said, "I started bracing for what was happening, and very suddenly there was a very dramatic drop, so everyone seated and not wearing a seatbelt was launched immediately into the ceiling." Azmir added that overhead bins were dented and ceiling panels where oxygen masks dropped from were broken as people's heads went straight through. The BBC spoke with the mother of a passenger who received a text from her son saying he had been on a crazy flight and the aircraft was diverting. Alison Barker said that her son was wearing a seatbelt, but that from one moment to the next he was on the ground with other people with sustained injuries. "He's in a lot of pain. I think he's got some broken teeth, injuries to his mouth, but I don't think there's anything more serious than that," she said. In response to the incident, Boeing said that it has been in contact with Singapore Airlines regarding SQ321 and, quote, "stands ready to support them," adding, "We extend our deepest condolences to the family that lost a loved one, and our thoughts are with the passengers and crew." This unfortunate incident is a stark reminder of why passengers are advised to keep their seatbelts on at all times while seated, even if the seatbelt sign is not illuminated. Simple Flying expresses its condolences to all impacted by this incident. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.